Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are in here baking. It is one of my favorite things to do, especially in the fall. And today we are making melt in your mouth pumpkin cookies. They are soft. They remind me of my childhood because I always got them at the bakery down the street. They have a sweet cream cheese frosting and they are so good. Stick around till the end of the video because I'm also going to show you what they look like if you make them with gluten-free flour and vegan butter. We're gonna get started with 1 cup of unsalted butter. You only need to let it sit out on your counter for about an hour. When you push it in with your finger, you wanna leave a little bit of an indent, but you still want it to be a little bit firm. Beat the butter for about a minute until it's nice and fluffy, and then you're going to add sugar, baking powder, baking soda, salt, cinnamon, and pumpkin pie spice. Beat that with an electric mixer until it's completely combined, about a minute or 2. Next, you're gonna add 1 egg and vanilla and beat that well until no yellow streaks remain. After that, you're gonna add the main ingredient, pumpkin puree, and then beat that until completely incorporated. The last ingredient is all-purpose flour. We're going to be using 2 cups of it in this recipe. The best way to measure flour is the spoon and level method. So you're going to use a spoon to scoop it into your measuring cup until it's overflowing and then use a knife to scrape it off the top. That gives you the most precise measurement. Go ahead and add those 2 cups into your mixture and then beat it again until completely incorporated. The dough will be a little bit wet and that's okay. That's what we want. That's what makes these cookies nice and soft. I've got a large sheet pan here covered with parchment paper and you're going to drop the dough by the heaping tablespoon. You can also use a medium to small cookie scoop if you have that. You're gonna put those right on the baking sheet a few inches apart. Then you're gonna throw them in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes at 350 degrees until the tops no longer look wet. Allow the cookies to cool for a few minutes on the baking sheet. Then you can use a spatula to transfer them over to a wire rack to cool completely. While all of the cookies are cooling, you're gonna get started on your cream cheese frosting. You're going to beat together butter and cream cheese until it's completely smooth and there aren't any lumps. Sift in the powdered sugar, then add the vanilla. You're gonna beat that for about 2 minutes. You may need to add a little bit more powdered sugar if you feel like the mixture isn't quite thick enough. Once the cookies are cool and your frosting is made, you can take a scoop of it and just spread it on the top of each cookie. It doesn't have to look perfect. Then we're gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on top and there's nothing else to do but try it. They really do melt in your mouth. So good. And as promised, I wanted to show you the difference between the regular cookie and the gluten-free and dairy-free cookie. This one's the gluten-free, this one is not. They look exactly the same, the exact same texture, and they taste the same too. I did a taste test. Thank you so much for baking with me today. If you love these pumpkin cookies, be sure to check out one of my favorite cookie recipes, these chocolate chip pudding cookies.